Hello! Welcome back, everybody. This is EonShiKeno. I bet you thought, hey, I bet EonShiKeno uninstalled Starcraft. I haven't seen a Starcraft video in forever. Well, I was just playing some Diablo 3 and some DayZ. So just taking a little Starcraft break. But no, I'm back. Some more Starcraft commentary for all of you guys out there. Today we're going to have a game from Zotac Cup. Number, I'm gonna say 109. That's my guess, 109. And in the bottom part of the map, we're gonna see DayZ, which, oh geez, I didn't do this on purpose. So I've been commentating a lot of DayZ or Z if you're English games. So that's kind of funny. So DayZ down here in the bottom is Protoss, red Protoss player, and at the top is gonna be Elfie, the blue Protoss player. Who, I mean, I remember the first game I saw Elfie. It was Elfie versus Delphi. And I remember because both their names are so close together and they're hard to say. But it was such an interesting game. It was a, it was a PvZ. I'm pretty sure. Elfie went for this one base, quick like to DT. And 4 spore crawlers, and then once the spore crawlers came up, he popped those DTs into Archons and rushed in with all Zealots and Archons. This was pretty sweet. This is like a long time ago. I'm talking like over a year ago, so that was pretty cool to see back in the day. But I still remember that. It's the first game I've seen from Elfie, and he's a pretty good Protoss player, especially in the European scene. One of the top Protoss players over there. And he's going to be our blue Protoss player on the top side of the Antigua shipyard. A PvP we got going on here. He gets the scouting down first. Elfie is going to check out his opponent here, DayZ, and see the server next court coming up. Both builds are very identical, even the Zealots popping up about the same time. A little bit of progress there. Not going to accomplish too much, but yet just be annoying. Goes ahead and snags that assimilator. Now, will DayZ go and actually mine from that, or is he just preemptively taking that so he's got some options open for himself later? Probe almost got surrounded there, but no, quickly getting out of there. Server next core is finishing for both players. Warp gate is getting done. Let's see who's going to chrono boost what. Chrono boost goes down here for DayZ and his opponent. Elfie is not going for the chrono boost, so maybe going to go for a more of an economical build. Nope, there he goes, finally pumping it out there. Robotics facility going down. Interesting. Okay, robotics bay going down here. The probe, I'm sorry, I should say, for Elfie was in there for quite a long time, and I think DayZ actually wanted to throw down some tech there, or do something maybe, and just was kind of forced to make that stalker and get it out there to kill that probe, because otherwise Elfie could just scout around his base and see everything. Now what is DayZ going to go for here? Stargate play. Okay, quite interesting. Stargate play versus Robo Facility. Now normally I would favor the Stargate play there because obviously Immortals don't shoot up. Warp prisms are good for harassment, but once again, Void Rays can kill those very quickly. So this is going to be a quite interesting play here. It seems like it's going to be a one-base play here from DayZ, all in, I would assume. Maybe 3 gates, Stargate, could be Phoenixes. I don't know. There's the 2 more gateways going up. You can do a lot of damage with Phoenixes if you play it right. You can do something where you make 3 or 4 Phoenixes, keep your opponent trapped in their base. Do scouting, grab a probe or 2, and then play defensive with your opponent once they go for an attack, pick up sentries and valuable things like that, or Immortals. He's going to go for the Phoenix play. So this may be just some passive play here and then set up to an expansion. Hard to tell right now. Observer for Elfie is flying out across the map. Sees the stalker there in the middle. DayZ does have map control here. Proxy pylon for DayZ being set up on the left side of the map. And what does he have the probe up here on the high ground for? Is he going to build something? I mean, guess he's just chilling out over there. Stalker's being warped in for Elfie. And Twilight Council on another gateway. So, 4 gateways. Robotics facility. I'm assuming that's just for the Observer. Yeah, he wants to do some scouting and also do some detection in case... excuse me. And get detection in case his opponent decides to DT rush him. Sentry's coming up. Those will be able to be picked off by the Phoenixes. He's got 2 now, a 3rd one on the way. If he could just run in there and pick off those Phoenixes, or sorry, pick off some of those sentries, that'll be very, very cost effective. Now, he's got the Twilight Council coming up. I'm assuming that's for Blink. Definitely going to be handy to have that Blink once once he sees his opponent's going for Phoenix. Here we go. Phoenix going to go in. Going to scout out the Sentry, take it down so quickly. There it goes. And the Phoenix is going to go down. No, pick up both of them. He doesn't get the force field down. Daisy's making his way in here. Elfie quickly trying to take down the Phoenix. He does get the Sentry. He does lane. He throws down the force field. It's too late. Zealots are in the base. Elfie is forced to fall back now. He's pulling probes. Zealots up at the front, dealing a lot of damage. Some units here for Daisy. Still trapped at the ramp from that one force field. Chrono boosting some warp gates. Probes rallying here. And does Elfie have enough to deal with? He's got five Stalkers, but here we have more reinforcements from Daisy showing up. He's got 6 Stalkers, it looks like. So the army favor is going here to Daisy, it looks like. Does he have enough energy for Graviton Beam? Not enough yet. Elfie is pushing him back out of his base. Pulled a lot of probes, though. Did a lot of damage there to his income. 16 Harvesters left for Elfie and on 24 for Daisy. So this has been a really strong attack here. Force field going down. Elfie just trying to buy some more time, get some more Zealots here. He's going to use these Stalkers from the low ground, but Elfie has enough Stalkers of his own to deny that. Going to get another Sentry in here. Land those force fields. Daisy at this point, he's got map control. He's got the Phoenixes, so he can throw down his own expansion now. And just kind of keep his opponent trapped in his base for a while. Or you can just continue to apply the pressure, get a lot more Stalkers, and just pick off those Sentries going for another big attack here. Results are, yeah, get those Zealots up the front. Phoenix can go forward. The force field does get down, though. He doesn't want to pull those Phoenixes up there yet. He's just trying to pull some units back, get the Stalkers to do some damage there on the low ground. But the Elfies have really good positioning. There he goes. He's picking up 3 units. The force field is done. He doesn't have enough to throw another force field down yet. Stalkers need to get up that ramp to do some more damage. Elfie might hold this. This Phoenix is still doing... I mean, he's still got 3 of them left there. Elfie pushing back down the low ground, but no, there's too many reinforcements here from Daisy. Elfie forced to fall back at the ramp. Phoenix does snag that one Stalker, and Daisy seems to be the more cost-effective player here by just a little bit. In these battles that are taking place over the ramp here, Elfie fighting for his life in this situation. Down in probes, he's going to try and chrono boost out some more probes here. Get back in the game as far as that's concerned. And we see Daisy hasn't made any more Harvesters since the time I talked about previously. So Elfie, if he holds this off, he can get back in here production-wise, but he's lost a lot of income before because of that. 2 Phoenixes left. Another one goes down. He's trying to take out this pylon. He doesn't want to get warped in on the high ground. Another, whoa, he cancels it. It looks like, yeah. Wait, no, he didn't actually. Lost that. He's trying to build another pylon. More Sentries forced to be warped in to throw down those force fields. Otherwise, Daisy can just walk up there with all the Zealots. Here he goes. The force field does get down. He lets in 2 Zealots and a Sentry. Sorry, and a Stalker. Sentry goes down. Another Stalker going to be micro back there for Elfie. And 2 Zealots. Here we have the high ground warp in the 2 Stalkers and a Zealot. And this might be the straw that breaks the camel's back here for Elfie. Daisy trying to get in the base here. Phoenix is quickly just graviton beaming. That's a hard word to say. Anyways, here he goes, going to try and make it in here, but there's some reinforcements here for Elfie, and it seems like Daisy's falling apart now with that last attack. Here we have some more reinforcements coming here. Elfie also trying to match his reinforcements. Zealot versus Zealous, and microing back here. Daisy's not going to lose that Stalker. No, this is such a close fight. Stalkers getting picked up there by those Phoenixes. 3 Stalkers versus 2 Zealots up the front. He does have those 2 Sentries. And this few supply army, those Sentries are actually doing a decent amount of damage adding up here. And the Stalkers die, only 1 left. 3 Zealots trying to be warped in. And this is just not enough, it looks like. Elfie, now if the supply lead is going to hold this off, the miraculous hold. 2 Zealots are still alive here. Stalker does go down. And Elfie holds this attack that's been going on for the longest time. We're almost 13 minutes in the game. And after losing so many probes, he manages to hold that off with some nice micro, good unit control, and some nice force fields there on that ramp. So Daisy wagered on going with the just continuing the attack after getting that economic lead. I'm not sure if he knew how many probes he killed or what his idea was, but with that much of an economic lead, I think he could have just transitioned into something, kept his opponent kind of trapped in his base there with force fields. And maybe had a better play there. But anyways, it turned out pretty good for Elfie. Fortunately for Daisy, it didn't work out. Observer here for Elfie is going to fly into the main, check out if there's anything new and interesting going on. He's going to see that robotics facility. 3 gateways here for Daisy, and that may have actually been the deciding factor here because Daisy was producing off 3 warp gates and this Stargate, but not that Stargate as much. And then we had just Elfie going just pure warp gates. So 4 warp gates versus 3 with a couple Phoenixes thrown in there for support. So Daisy getting up to 5 Phoenixes. Now he's pumping out an Immortal, which will be scouted out by Elfie with the Observer. Zealot here for Daisy does scout the Nexus. So that's going to trigger him to say, okay, I'm making an Immortal. I got Phoenixes. He's making a Nexus. I'm just going to continue this big attack here. And 1 probe goes down, loses a 2nd one even. And this Zealot already being worth his weight in gold, taking out 2 probes, breaking even there. Even getting a 3rd one, wow. That Scout Zealot turned out to be a pretty beast mode Zealot. And Elfie making an attack, which I don't really like this. He doesn't want to attack here. He just wants to trap his opponent in his main and throw down force fields. He doesn't want to fight here. He just invested a lot of money in that Nexus. At this point, he just wants to sit back, play defensive, force him to come down this ramp, throw down a force field, and just kind of pick off his units. So let's see how Elfie's going to play this, or how Daisy is going to play this. He's going to have to fly those Phoenixes out there, pick up these 3 sentries, so he doesn't get force field break down the ramp. Now, seeing how many Phoenixes there are, Elfie's probably thinking, all right, he's got way too many Phoenixes. I can't hold this. I'm going to back up. And I think that's a smart move there. Oh, wow. Observer does go down there for Elfie. So Daisy with the only Observer left on the map. Pylon still here in the front for Daisy. So Daisy's going to make another go out of it. Proxy Pylon here in the middle of the map for Elfie, but that is going to be taken out, I would assume. And, oh, Blink Stalker's going for snipes a Phoenix right there. That's where the Blink comes in handy versus the Phoenix, I got to tell you. 4 Phoenix making their way, getting across and pick up a sentry. Yes, they grab 1. They get the 2nd one. Yes, they got the 2nd one even there too, I think. Maybe that was a Phoenix that died. But anyways, here we go. Daisy not building a Nexus, going to go straight for it. He needs to get those ults in front, not the Stalkers. Guardian Shield goes up. Force fields go down. And Elfie does not want him to get in here. So many force fields. He doesn't even care. Supply favoring Elfie just by a little bit. Spending here for Daisy. You can see more of the army, more technology being spent in there for Elfie. Economy more for Elfie there too, because you got to remake all those. But here we go. Another big attack. All the Zealots up in the front. Good positioning here, but force field's going to work out pretty good for him. Zealots do get in, though. It's too late for those force fields. He may be out of energy. Yes, he is, but he does have Blink Stalkers. And that Immortal really needs to start wrecking some face here. Stalkers blink forward, focus down the Immortals, and it looks like Elfie is going to be able to hold this with the reinforcements he just warped in. Force fields go down. Phoenixes are all dead. Sentries are going to die. Stalkers die. GG. Elfie takes the win. So wow, that was an action-packed PvP. Daisy going for that push, I liked it. You know, the idea of using the Phoenixes to pick off the sentries and then just breaking up there. I mean, the first attack did so much economic damage. You could see that he was behind by, what was it, 8 workers? At that point, I think he should have stopped attacking. He could have transitioned into Colossus, something like that. Kept his opponent trapped in his base a little bit. Maybe forced him to go for the all-in and counter. But Daisy maybe thinking he was a little bit further ahead than he was, and he just didn't really play it right. But props to Elfie for just continuing to defend that forever and ever, holding out there and taking the win. So thank you guys for watching. That's all I got to say. See you guys later.